Hey, what's going on? This is Nick LS, and today I'm sharing my story of getting pulled over. Before I begin, I would just like to say I was fortunate enough to be recording this experience with the police officer, and I did upload that to my channel. If you want to go ahead and check that out, I will leave the link in the description. So let's begin. It was 2 Saturdays ago at this point, and it was a pretty warm morning, so I decided I want to take my bike out for a ride. There were a lot of motorcycles on the road, especially Harleys, since it was Harley-Davidson's 120th anniversary, and that being said, there were also a lot of cops out there on the road. I was about an hour into riding. I was shooting various videos for my channel, just riding to different places, and towards the tail end of a video, I turned into a parking lot so I could switch the video. I could stop it and then start recording another one, and pulled into the parking lot, and as soon as I stopped, I saw in my mirror police lights, and I was super shocked. I didn't know what to do, so I just sat on my bike and waited for the cop to come by. I had no idea I was being pulled over at all. There were no sirens or lights as I was riding. Just when I looked behind me in the parking lot did I notice the lights were on. And again, I had no idea what I had been pulled over for. In my mind, I was just thinking of things it could be, but again, there was really no reason for me to be pulled over. The officer then exits the vehicle and makes his way towards me. I'm still just being extremely calm, just hands in lap, just waiting for him to say something to me. I will preface, he was nice throughout the entire experience, and he started out by telling me his name, and then he asked me where I was coming from, and I just told him at first, I had a camera on me the whole time, and then I proceeded to tell him where I was coming from. He asked me if I was on a certain road. I think 36 is what he said. I know for a fact I was not on that road. So I said, no sir, I was not on that road. And then he continued to say that it's nothing that he saw, it was another officer saw something and reported it in. This is the part, well, one of the parts that I didn't like was he kept saying that I fit the description of the rider, being a white sport bike and a white helmet, and then he said white male, which kind of threw me for a loop because I am in full gear. There is no skin showing at all, so I'm not too sure how he knew I was white. He then proceeded to take my information, being the driver's license, and then he took my phone number. And at this point, he still never said why he pulled me over, so I politely asked, I said, if you don't mind me asking, why did you pull me over? And then he proceeded to say something that was extremely shocking. He then says the other officer called in a bike going 128 miles an hour. I was so shocked upon hearing that, I immediately said, "Oh no, sir." And then I continued to explain that I have my camera on me and it shows the speed that I'm going and the location, and it does not fit the description of what you're saying. I then proceeded to take off my GoPro and scroll through the film and show exactly my location and speed that I was going, and that's just a reminder, super helpful and important to be documenting and recording any interactions as well as riding. That's definitely something that can get you out of a tricky or sticky situation, such as this. Again, the cop hammered home that I fit the description and it is exactly what he was looking for. After I showed him the film and I explained that it wasn't me going that speed, the police officer then told me that he was going to be in contact with the other officer and give him my license plate and description and story as well as number, and if he had any other additional questions or thought it may be me, that he would give me a call. So I'm thinking, oh great, now I'm gonna have to explain to another officer who didn't even see me that it wasn't me. After telling me about a potential phone call, the officer then said that there was nothing else that he needed on his side and that I was just good to go ahead and ride away. So I did just that. I had my phone ringer turned all the way up in my pocket, and I was pretty anxious and nervous to be getting a call. Again, wasn't me. I had plenty of proof that it wasn't me, but still just that feeling of someone trying to, catch you. Thankfully, I never got a call and I never heard anything back, and it's been a couple weeks now, so I think I'm all in the clear. It was a crazy encounter that I had, and I think in the end it led to a great experience how to handle tricky situations, especially with police. And I also learned it's a very good thing that I have my GoPro on me at all times. Plus, it made for a great story to tell and more content and videos I can share with all of you. Another takeaway of this is to be more attentive and look in my mirrors more often, even when I think I'm in the clear. All in all, it was just a good learning experience, and I'm glad that it went the way it did, because it definitely had potential to go horribly wrong, because going 128 miles an hour is a huge felony. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description to, it's the whole entire encounter. It's riding before getting pulled over, it's getting pulled over, the whole entire experience with the police officer, so you won't be missing anything. If you enjoyed listening to my experience, please hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, ride safe out there, peace.